Stop giving you a hard time about my phone.
Okay, all right.
At the end of the episode, I talked about how I was having trouble with my phone. John and Peterborough gave me a hard time about it. Now you're caught up.
You're caught up.
I didn't give you a hard time. What are you talking about?
You gave him a terrible time. We're going to talk about Europe.
Awful phone.
Europe saving the world one cable at a time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold statement, but
yeah,
I think that is justified.
It's it that we're in.
I misread this headline multiple times.
Yeah.
And was very confused. The headline from BBC.com is new iPhone, new charger, Apple bends to EU rules. And I kept reading it as that Apple was bending the EU rules and like getting around them. But the truth is they're just complying, which is great. That's what we wanted.
Yes. Do you want to put it on the screen so that people can see?
Yeah, we can't really see it.
Yeah,
but it is wild that both of you like misread this. When I saw it, I was scrolling through my news feed and it was like, oh, neat. Next, like how could you? Anyway, this is such good news.
I think it's one of those visual things. Actually, have you ever seen that the road sign which says something about the trees in Paris or something like that, and it says "the" twice. Do you know what I'm talking about? Nobody.
No, no, we're in America, Peter.
Sign.
My assumption was that we're just so used to stories about big companies bending the rules that made much more sense.
Exactly.
Than that they actually were following the rules.
Yeah. It wasn't your reading up, right? It wasn't. Yeah. Okay. I think
just disbelief that the statement could be right.
So I think it's really cool because have you guys ever been to have you ever been a guest in someone's home? And I don't know what kind of phones. I'm pretty sure Peter is Android, and I want to say yes, Mike is also Android. You're at someone's house, your phone's running out of battery. You're like, hey, do you have a charger? And they're like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that pisses me off.
Read that for me.
I love Paris in the springtime. So
I don't think that's an actual street sign.
No, it's not. It's just it looks like a road sign. And this has the twice. And if you read it without knowing that you're reading something dodgy, you will read out, most people do read out, I love Paris in the springtime, because your brain kind of merges the two. And I think that's what happened here. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you're at someone's house, you're like, hey, do you have a charger? And they're like, yeah. And they hand you an Apple charger. And it's like, no, do you have a USB-C? Or it used to be like a micro USB. And they're like, no. I'm like,
I have
what?
These things are, like I have to carry.
Yep.
Yeah. I have to carry this thing around because
I have mine right here. Same thing.
Because of exactly that situation. Yeah. Like you never know which one you're going to need or someone else is going to need. And
it's not like USB-C is bad. It is the greatest evolution of cables ever. It's universal. You don't have to guess which side it is. It fits. It carries like the most data ever. It carries like the most power ever. Like USB-C is just the best. And Apple's like, no. Okay. And they even started with a MacBook and then went back to the what's it called? The MagSafe.
Yeah. They have all these like excuses for like why Lightning is better. And it's bullshit. You just want to plug something in and have it charge up. You don't want all these like hypothetical being able to transfer data and power 9 things at the same time. Who does that? They just want to plug it in and charge your phone. That's it.
I can't figure out what it is.
It's extending their monopoly, their walled garden. That's all it is. Making more money from people by forcing them to buy the chargers. They don't even include the chargers anymore, do they?
Nope.
The cables, rather.
Or the bricks. Nope. Yeah. It's just a phone. And it was so upsetting. Seeing, and I want to say it happened with my Google Pixel, that it did not come with a cable.
Oh, well, see, in that case, I'm not so surprised because that's USB-C, right?
Sure. Yeah. And I have 100 USB-C cables. It's not a problem.
Right, because it's just an accepted standard. But, if it's a fucking Apple
special cable that is $30 for a foot, like, no.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's unnecessary. I'm glad there's going to be a standard. The interesting thing that I'm curious to see is whether they're going to have a separate cable for the rest of the world. Like, are they going to go that far?
No.
How petty are they?
Yeah,
do you think they're going to use just? Yeah. But
well, if you look at the 2018 MacBook, I think it was, it had USB-C, and you could use, as long as the power delivery was what the MacBook required, you could use a different cable.
It's but didn't we talk about this before? And Mike was against it for some reason. He was like, I don't want your communist cable chargers in my freedom-loving house.
I don't think this. I think maybe more the right to repair stuff.
Well, you don't think the people should be able to repair things?
The battery replacement thing, I think, was when we had that conversation, wasn't it?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that was more recently, but I thought this was like a year ago that when the EU announced these rules or something like that. When
I don't know. I'm totally on board with USB-C. I do think the Apple chargers are pretty cool, though.
Like the MagSafe charger?
Like whatever this one is on the screen.
Lightning,
yeah.
I cool don't know.
Not this one. You're not talking about like.
They always end up fraying. I don't know what it is about Apple cables, but they always end up
not that one, John.
Fraying into bits.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had that, but I'm not an Apple user.
Of course, they have to fray so that you buy a new one.
I did start having a problem though with I have a Pixel. I've had Pixels like for a decade. I love Pixels.
Great phones. Yep.
We had a 4A 5G something maybe now, but I developed some kind of problem where the USB-C actually does have a right side up, and it took me forever to diagnose. It was crazy. I thought it was the where I was plugging it in. I thought it was the cable. I thought it was an intermittent problem, or maybe it would only charge when it was turned on, but not when it's turned off, or something. But it turns out that if and now I can do it with any USB-C cable, so there has to be some difference. But if I put it in one way, it doesn't work, and if I put it in the other way, it does.
Yeah, the teeth. It's the teeth in your phone of the port. You need to probably flatten them back in.
But shouldn't they be? They should be the same on both sides. How would flipping?
They are the same. But they are the same on both sides. I'm saying you need to get in there, probably clean it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's weird.
So why would it make a difference if you flipped it around?
I cannot figure it out. Because I can do it like right now, right? If I plug it in this way, nothing. But if I plug it in this way, it lights up and it's charging.
Oh yeah.
So my guess is, if I had to guess, maybe USB-C, which I don't know. I'm not a cable expert. Let's call my friend a cable expert. Maybe USB-C, that's a Pawn Stars reference, has like data delivery on one side, power on the other.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's got to do power on both sides, or else you can use it either way. It's got to be able to do both on both sides.
Oh shit, you're right.
None of us know the answer to this. I don't think we're going to figure it out.
Have you Googled it?
No.
Oh, of course not.
Should I do it now? Let me hold on.
No.
No. Please don't do it now. Let's get out of it. Like,
let's get out of it.
Fill some space.
That's good. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Bye.
Let me know in the comments what I'm doing wrong with my cable. That's the appropriate place for this conversation.
Fucking tech support live. Like, actually live. Okay, yeah. Please subscribe.
Can somebody in Discord answer this for me?